for Safemoon are looking really, really big. With Safemoon gearing up to donate over $1 million to charity, their live AMA coming tomorrow, the Dogecoin and SLL special in just a few hours from when I'm posting this video, the next 24 to 48 hours for the Safemoon price are going to be extremely interesting. And today I'm going to be breaking down everything you need to know, giving you all the new news, and doing an in-depth technical analysis to give you everything you need to know about where this Safemoon price is heading. Getting straight into this price has gone crazy. I think the previous video I made, it was just consolidating. You were trying to break through this 7.0 mark, or maybe even actually it was around the 6.0 mark right here at this resistance level. It's crushed past all of them. It did have a little bit of resistance getting past this 7.0 mark, or as you can see over here, this previous level of resistance, but it looks like we are just contesting this level right here. My guess is at this all-time high, at this current price we're at, there's going to be lots of resistance, and this is the make or break moment, because if we can go in and pass through this all-time high with tomorrow's AMA, which I'm going to be talking about all the potential questions that could be asked on that AMA in just a second. If we pass this major level of resistance here at this all-time high, it could be a massive bullish signal that we could potentially replicate what happened here with this previous big push up. As you can see at these levels of resistance right here, and obviously at this all-time high right here, there was a huge amount of resistance over pretty much a 2-day period of the price skyrocketing up, down, up, down, up, down, before it went ahead and consolidated, and then after that absolutely rocketed up over the space of 2 days. Now, as I said in previous videos, I don't believe it's going to go up the level that it did before, just because of how big the market cap would need to be for Safemoon. And right now, there aren't any catalysts. Now, they don't necessarily need to be huge catalysts, as of course, there's a kind of whole idea of just because the Safemoon price is going up and it's now trending, more people want to buy into the hype because they see the price going up. And that, in my opinion, is just as big a catalyst as, you know, a major exchange being announced in some ways. But also the next big catalyst in terms of technicals would be us breaking these levels of resistance. It looks like we are getting a bit more resistance when we get to these higher levels as expected, as of course we're not cleanly breaking through all these levels like we did down here. But that brings me on to the AMA that's coming tomorrow. It's going to be at 3:30 p.m. EST and 9:30 p.m. UTC. I'm going to be live streaming it on this channel live, so if you want to go and tune and get my opinion and see the entire AMA, make sure you're on this channel. We'll be starting the stream about 15 minutes earlier. And what they're doing for this AMA and roundtable event is they'll be picking a lot of comments from this Reddit thread, which I'm really interested in. We've got plenty of big questions here. A lot of them to do with the CertiK audit, if they're going to go ahead and follow what the CertiK Foundation stated. A lot of it to do also with major exchanges, the wallet as well as a question about exchanges. This question here, why aren't we on the top tier exchanges such as Binance, KuCoin, and Crypto.com? And also obviously addressing the coin market cap issue right now. And speaking about exchanges as being a major catalyst, we've had people in the Apollo 10 group, which was a group of 10 people who got to ask a lot of the, I'll ask the CEO and COO of Safemoon a lot of questions. One of the things that was on that point that they talked about was that the top 25 exchanges are constantly contacting Jack, which is the COO of Safemoon, and obviously is in charge of organizing and getting Safemoon onto these exchanges. So the fact that that was a major point that they were talking about gives me a lot of interest in exactly what they're going to say when it comes to the exchanges, as it seems like they address it every live stream and go and announce potential new exchanges. So I feel like if they do announce big exchanges and hint on potentially what those exchanges could be, if they're big or not, then that would be a major catalyst, I believe, to push us past that all-time high, and then we can really start making some ground. And it'll be really interesting what's going to happen if we do get a major catalyst in that AMA when we break through this all-time high and this major level of resistance. What exactly is going to happen for the price? We've also got this tweet by John Caroni. Okay, looked at the roadmap and we are now way ahead of schedule again. We'll be updating it shortly. Many thanks to the community and my fellow teammates. You all rock. More to follow. The main things on the roadmap were obviously them integrating into African markets, the Safemoon wallet, the Safemoon exchange, the NFT marketplace and exchange, as well as obviously the major thing as well, being listed on more exchanges, major exchanges, to go ahead and release all the current bottleneck, which is one of the major bottlenecks for Safemoon right now is obviously people not being able to easily access a coin and having to go through PancakeSwap and everything. So if we're way ahead of the roadmap, and all the things on the roadmap right now are pretty major catalysts for Safemoon if they obviously go to plan, the fact that John's tweeting this as well gives me a lot of excitement for this upcoming AMA, and I think there's going to be some really, really exciting and juicy things announced on this AMA coming this weekend, which I can't wait for. In terms of all the other indicators as well, we can see these moving averages did go ahead and cross here, where we saw the 20-day go above the 50-day, which is a real bullish indicator. We are seeing the 50-day and 20-day moving slightly together. So if they do cross, especially nearing this all-time high, it could mean that this all-time high is becoming a major level of resistance. But right now, in terms of the space between them, looking absolutely fine. As you can see here, when we had this price increase, we saw that 20-day above the 50-day for the entire time of the increase until we got to the all-time high. And then that's finally where we saw the 50-day cross cross over and actually go above the 20-day moving average. So in terms of those indicators, it's looking fine right now. Bollinger Band as well, looking pretty healthy. We're still seeing this price above this moving average right now, this 20-day moving average. So whenever the price is above the moving average, it's pretty obvious the price is higher than the average price. So we've got an increase of buyers and an increase of that volume in the market. We're also right here, we just about broke out this Bollinger Band. It looks like we're breaking out of the band again. But when we're having a rapid price increase, as you can see here, that's very normal. And usually when we're having this price increase as well, as you can see, we stay above that moving average for the entire time that we're going up. This is the same story in the RSI. We did go back down a little bit and fall back into this regular channel, which actually could be a good sign. As you can see here, where we were having this big price increase around here, especially consolidating the all-time highs, we did go ahead and actually break back into the regular channel when we're having this big bull move up. So it could be positive. It means that a bit more price digestion is going on. And, you know, now that we're creeping back into this, only just in the overbought territory right now, if there are some big catalysts in the AMA, it could go ahead and give us a bit of breathing room to skyrocket back up again and potentially push past that all-time high. And if we look at this MACD as well, for some reason actually formed a bearish signal, even though the price has still been going up. I think there was just a lot of resistance over here. It does look like that the volume of buyers is going down, and we are just about to cross and make a bit of a bullish cross right now. As you can see, that blue line is flirting. As soon as we can go ahead and see that, go ahead and cross above that red line, that's a really great bullish signal for us. As well, a lot of people have been saying that the price right now is pretty much where we were consolidating the all-time high. And if that was the case, then this is what this MACD looks like at that current price range. Now, if we are basically just repeating the past, as you can see, honestly, if you look at the pattern, it was pretty similar. The MACD pushed up. We were going and contesting the all-time high, the major low resistance. We then had some sellers in the market, it going down, and then that huge skyrocket when the catalyst and everything came in for the price. We are having this decrease, but once again, I don't feel like the increase is going to be as major as it was in, the previous kind of all-time high and that massive push-up that we've had, just because I don't feel like the volume is there, unless like some crazy thing is announced in this AMA, just because the market cap at that point, if we were going to have a 500% increase, like we would before, the market cap would need to be in the tens of billions. And I don't know if we've got that kind of momentum or catalyst right now. I feel like if we were going to get there, if it's not guaranteed, if it would take a little bit longer than just one push up. But of course, you never know, it could. Volume of buyers as well looking very healthy. The volume is slowly but surely increasing. We're in the millions, not as much as we were when we were having this astronomical price increase, where every hour we're having anywhere from 10 to 20 to maybe even 30 million buyers. And, the volume in the market was in the tens of millions. So right now we haven't got as much momentum as we did back here. But once again, this AMA, if everything goes to plan, then we could go in and break that. Now, levels that we're going to go and have to break through, the first one is going to be around this 8.0 range. We've had quite a bit of previous resistance at that level. And then the next one is going to be this 9.0 range, and pretty much at the previous all-time high, the 9.1 range. So all of these kind of levels right here are going to be pretty major levels of resistance for this price. As you can see, the volume is slowly going off. So really what we need is we need another catalyst, or at least to break through these resistance levels if we want to go and go it off. But I see a lot of resistance around this point. And if we can go in, and it might take us, if we're going to break through it, maybe 12 hours to a day to maybe even 2 days of just bouncing around this range. And then if we break out, if the information is really good with this AMA, then that's where we can see the jump up. If we do have a jump up price levels, I feel like we're just going to go every 10. So the 1.0 range is going to be the first big level, because we didn't previously pass through that. I know some exchanges or some, charts say we did, but a lot of them actually, the actual price that Safemoon hit is completely off, because some charts right now say we're at the 1.0 area, but this is the official chart that Safemoon links. So this is what I'm going off in terms of the price. So the 1.0 level will be that big one that we need to go in a contest and hit through in terms of after we pass the all-time high, then the 1.0. Then the 1.1, the 1.2, going from there. Now, if it's a great catalyst, the price targets could be anywhere from the 1.4 level. I believe that was actually the first level of Fibonacci as well. Fibonacci extension levels could be a kind of a price target that we could hit if this AMA goes well. Now, of course, if there's massive catalysts, if, the Binance or KuCoin or Kraken was announced, then of course, anything could happen and we could potentially push up to this 2.0 area, just because naturally when people get really excited about a coin and people see the price going up rapidly and things are trending on Twitter, that can be, once again, like I said, just as much of a catalyst for this price to go up, which I feel like is why there's such a big volume of buyers, because we're trending on Twitter, the volume is going crazy, and just because the price is going up and we broke these levels of resistance now, that's why I think is a big reason, let alone the catalyst like CERTA coming out, that we're seeing this price increase in general. But once again, lots of very interesting things happening for Safemoon right now, so you want to keep your eyes on the videos. If you want more updates on the coin, you can join the Telegram in the description. Subscribe to the channel if you have found this video useful, but most importantly, have a great day. Good luck with your holdings, and goodbye.